and cents with Freedman Financial on North Shore 1049. My name is Marc Freedman. I'm President and CEO of Freedman Financial, located in Peabody, Massachusetts, right above Alto Forno Restaurant and right across the street from the North Shore Mall. Well, a Tesla dealership was going in. That's right, the sign went on the old Sears Automotive building this past week. Tesla is really coming to the North Shore Mall. So there's a Lifetime Fitness that's coming. It looks like there's maybe a new restaurant or some type of a building that's going up across the street from the Container Store. I saw them putting in some foundation for that. Not quite sure what restaurant or what facility that might be, but lots of changes going on. If you haven't been over to Hop and Grind over at the North Shore Mall, there's a new restaurant that's over there run by the guys that run Tuckaway Tavern. Go swing by, see them over there. Amigos opened up, which is also owned by the folks that run Casablanca in North Andover and Andover. And as I always say, none of these people ask me to pay me or ask for promotion value or anything like that for me to talk about these restaurants. I'm just a local guy. I know you live locally. I know we take great pride in being here on the North Shore in the Merrimack Valley. And I want you to have a great experience and be part of this thing. And look, we have to spend money. Life is about, being able to live the lifestyle that we want and spending money. And we eat out a lot, we buy stuff, we do things. Why not do stuff that is fun right here in the local community? So if I can share those ideas with you, I hope you'll enjoy that. Just so you know, this is a time at Freedman Financial, which can oftentimes be one where people are calling to say, you know what, I'm starting to think about the end of the year. 2020 is coming. This might be the year where I'm thinking about retiring, or maybe this is the year where I just want to get my financial house in order. And I just want to let you know that if you're thinking about scheduling a free initial consultation at our office, November is a great month to do that. When we hit December, it gets very busy in our office because we have to take care of tax planning, making sure that we adjust for any taxable gains versus losses, deal with capital gain distributions. All sorts of nuances pop up in the month of December. So if you were thinking about scheduling some time to come in and visit with us, we'd love to meet with you. Give our office a call, 978-531-8108. That's 978-531-8108. We'd love to meet with you in November. If you want to push it out, we can certainly put you on the calendar for January. Chances are December is going to be really tough to get new appointments in because we are very busy at that point. So just giving you a little heads up. I know a lot of people run into me. I see them all over the place. They hear the show, they enjoy the show. They say, someday I'm going to give you guys a call and take care of this. Well, if this is the year you're thinking about it, or if this is just the urge because you know what you've said to yourself, well, I saw my account drop. Now I've seen my values come back to where I wanted them. And I said, when my account values are really back to a better deal, I'm finally going to search for a second opinion. If second opinion is what you want, we're here to help. 978-531-8108. That's 978-531-8108. Or visit our website, freedmanfinancial.com. That's Freedman, 2 E's and a D, financial.com. And you can find all the information you want on our website. We have a really cool tab on there, too, that talks about who we are and what we do. There's a little PowerPoint deck, that we call it. It's about 8 or 9 slides that really clearly walks you through the process that you can expect when you work with a firm like ours. So if it's something that's interesting to you, go to our website, freedmanfinancial.com. Once again, that's Freedman, you know it, 2 E's and a D, financial.com. Hey, there was this story that appeared in the Wall Street Journal. It said the expenses people often forget when they plan for retirement. And I can't tell you how many times people have come to our office and we first try to figure out what is it that you're going to need to spend on a month-to-month basis to cover your expenses. And everyone does their little budget, or we try to talk it through. There's ways so that if you don't want to do a budget, I can still figure out what you spend. Your bank account tells a lot if I look at a couple of months' statements. But there's something that oftentimes get forgotten. And that's what the Wall Street Journal and other people in our business are referring to as stealth expenses. Those hidden expenses that fly under the radar that just all of a sudden pop up. And what are those things? Well, chances are, as if you're in retirement or you're approaching retirement, you've been in your house for 20 or 30 or maybe even 40 years. And as you approach retirement, you're not thinking about leaving. You're thinking about hanging around for a while. Maybe you'll sell a house in 5 or 7 or 10 years. But many of the things in your house have probably not been upgraded in a very long time. Or you've put it off thinking, well, the new owner will take care of it, until you realize you're not going anywhere. Those stealth expenses like the refrigerator dying, the boiler blowing, the roof finding its age, potholes and cracks appearing on your driveway, having to replace the front walkway, patio stones coming up, windows getting a little drafty, bathroom appliances not working as well as they should have anymore. One of the things that I find, and you got to do this, there's these things called O-rings, this odor that might come from your bathroom. You're wondering, where is that smell coming from? You know, there's this rubberized seal that you stick under your toilet, which probably needs to be changed periodically. It's sometimes where that odor comes from. Not something that I want to change, but I certainly hire a plumber for. And then you ask yourself, okay, so now the stealth expenses, you say to yourself, well, some of these things I would repair. You know, disposal goes, dishwasher is broken. You thought, I'm a pretty handy guy. I can go to my local Home Depot, I can figure that out. Well, maybe you can, or maybe you could, and now you begin to realize getting down on the ground is not so easy, and wait a second, I need not just a flashlight, but I need a pair of reading glasses because I can't see a damn thing when I look inside the dishwasher or underneath the sink. And you struggle with this fact that you got to hire somebody now. That's another stealth expense. The cost of hiring people. Those are expenses that generally people don't build into their budget. And it can add up. It really can. So think about that. That was one of those hidden expenses. Another one is the hidden expense in your budget where you get the call from the kids. And the kids say, can we borrow some money? Or we're in a tough spot. And oftentimes it's kids, and it'll drive you nuts, it's the kids that are making more money than you are. But they don't want to spend, but they're still spending everything that they make, yet they still can't figure out a way to cover their expenses. Maybe they have money in their 401k plan, but you know that that's not a great place to draw money. And you still feel a need to want to have to help them. And you try to figure it out and you say, well, maybe I'll lend them the $20,000 that they want or whatever that number is. And they'll pay it back to me. Yeah, sure. They're not paying it back. And you know you'll ultimately forgive it anyways. And then there's other kids that, you know, you feel like one of the kids is doing just fine financially and the other one's really struggling and could really use your help. But you want to be fair and you want to be even to each of the kids. And the kids that are doing well in some cases say, I don't need the money. Yet you still have this guilt that sits there and say, well, if I give Johnny $20,000 but I don't give to Susie $20,000, well, I'm not being even. Maybe I need to adjust that in my will. Please. Just do what you think is right. But those are expenses that sometimes you don't expect. Those are also referred to as stealth expenses. And here's a third one. And this one's surprising a lot of people lately. When you reach the age of 70 and a half, you're required to take what's called a minimum distribution from your IRA. And it's not just your IRA, it's all of your retirement assets. So, your old 401ks, 401ks that you've rolled over to IRAs, traditional IRAs, but not Roths, but everything that's part of that, 403b, 457, all of those types of retirement plans. When you reach age 70 and a half, you're required to take a minimum distribution. How much is that distribution? It's about 3.6% of the value of your account at the beginning of the year. Not just one of the accounts, but all of the accounts. And you got to calculate that. And sometimes that distribution is something you say, well, I don't want the money. Well, whether you want the money or not, you have to take it. You have to take it, and you have to pay tax on it. And sometimes that distribution, because if you did most of your savings in your 401k and your retirement account, that distribution can be a lot of money. And it could put you into a higher tax bracket. And one of those new stealth expenses that you weren't expecting was having to pay more taxes in retirement. Because when you were a kid, you were told, oh, don't worry about it. In retirement, my tax liability will be less. Well, for many Americans, that's not the truth anymore. For many Americans, you will be in as high of a tax bracket as you were while you were working, and perhaps even higher. So consider all of those things. They are stealth expenses. When you're planning your future, when you're getting ready for retirement, make sure that you understand so much more than the investment portfolio. Yeah, at Freedman Financial, we'll give you plenty of guidance on that. We manage $425 million of our clients' money to help them achieve their retirement and long-term goals. But we also give you advice on cash flow, on planning for retirement, on taxes, on insurance, on cash flow, on any major financial decision that you need to make. It's all part of the package. And if now's the time for you to get serious about your financial planning, give our office a call, 978-531-8108. That's 978-531-8108. That's going to do it for me today. We'll be back again with more financial advice in a language you can understand right here on North Shore 104.9.